Hello, welcome to the Feel Good Factor. I'm Susmita Veganosaurus and I'm so glad you're here today. If you enjoyed this episode, you're going to like my free newsletter, The Feel Good Tribe. Go to veganosaurus.com/newsletter to sign up. The link is in the show notes. Stillness is so important. It's underrated. We don't speak about it enough. Though I am seeing a change in the culture online, there's a shift from asking people to hustle and work super hard, and towards people are leaning towards slowing down, being gentle with yourself, taking lots of breaks for stillness. So that's nice to see. It's very encouraging to see that shift in the online culture. It gives me a lot of hope, because hustle and burnout are diseases, frankly, and we need to get away from that. But how do you become still? How do you make stillness a part of your life on a regular basis? Now, stillness is needed, especially when you are busy, when there's a lot going on. When you think that, no, I don't have time to be still, that is particularly when stillness is most important. Uh, you need to stop and give yourself time to just be. And I speak about this very often on the podcast here about the importance of slowing down and just being. Today, I wanted to share a few ways in which you can do this. Now, when you're running around busy with a lot of stuff, especially if it's a mental burden, you're carrying a lot in your head, then it's hard to just stop. It's hard to be still. So, the first thing we need to do is get what's in our head and out of the head. So, for example, I'm really busy because I'm going to be traveling soon, and this is a longer, holiday than I've had in a long time, which means that I need to plan a lot. Not just in terms of the packing and stuff, but also the things to settle down at home before I leave. There's so many things to get done, and for the past week I'd been like really in my head thinking of all these things. Then a few days ago I'm like, wait, why am I just keeping all this in my head? Instead, let me make a list. And I always make a list while traveling, but a day or two before the journey, not this much in advance. But I decide, okay, this time I have to make the list right away. And I made the list not like one long list, but I divided it into categories of the different kinds of things that need to be packed and whatnot, but also a list of things to do separately, like things to do in terms of what I have to do in the last few days, things to do, tie up in other parts of life and stuff like that. So that just writing it down, putting it on paper, making that long list there, um, it made me feel so much better, so much calmer. And as soon as I was done with the list, that inclination to keep running, to feel a little bit of anxiety, like these bubbles in my stomach, all that just settled down, and I was able to sit down and be really still, like give myself some grace and be still for a while. So in your case, if there is a big project ahead of you, whether it's a work project, creative project, or just a life project, something coming up, if you have a lot going on, making lists, putting it all down on paper, releasing the mental burden, that itself is going to help you relax a little bit. So take a piece of paper, take a sheet of paper, maybe an A4 sheet, and then just write. And then once you've written it, set it aside. Don't read it again, don't look at it. Just set it aside. And that is a moment, that is a great opportunity to close your eyes and sit and allow yourself to be still. Or if you don't want to just close your eyes and sit, go make yourself a cup of herbal tea or something to sip on. Just sit, feel it, taste it, hold the mug in your hands and sip on it, just allow yourself that. It's a great time. As soon as you've emptied out your brain, whatever's running around in your brain, as soon as you've released it out onto paper, it's a great time to be, because you'll be able to be still by doing that. So that is one very nice way to become still. Another is to exercise in some form, movement of some form. It doesn't have to be exercise as such, but movement without any work attached to it. I don't mean movement like doing something, moving one thing from one place to another, or running around to do something. Not that movement for the sake of itself. It can be a workout, it can be yoga, it can be dance, whatever kind of movement you feel is possible. Just 10-15 minutes of that. Allow yourself. What happens is it takes you out of your mind and into your body very somatically. You become focused on your body as you're twisting and moving. You can feel what's happening in your arms, your legs, your back, all of your shoulders, all of it, right? So you become fully involved in that. So that's a form of surrender, because you're giving up on the mental burdens, the running around, and then you're surrendering yourself into that particular moment. Those 15-20 minutes or whatever, however much you feel up to. And let me tell you something. You might start by saying, okay, I'll just do this for 10 minutes, but you may end up, it feels so good that you may end up doing it for 30 minutes. So yeah, start small. If you feel like, no, I cannot, if you just don't feel like getting into movement and flow, at least trick yourself by saying you're going to do it only for a short while. And yeah, after 10 minutes, if you want to stop, you stop. It's okay. But if you feel like, no, I need to go on for a little longer, then go ahead, go on for longer, and keep allowing yourself some more of that grace. So that, again, once you're done, make sure you're sitting down and breathing and feeling the shifts in your body, and physically what has happened to your body after you've worked out. That is again a beautiful way to help yourself slow down and become still, because you're expending that energy in a physical manner so that it's not really bothering you mentally. So that is the second way to tap into stillness, or slowly wind down into stillness. And the third way is to do some mindless work, mundane work, like cleaning the house. Again, see, what we're trying to do is every time get out of your head and into your body as much as possible. So doing things like cleaning, sorting out, whatever, tidying up, laundry, whatever, that again will help you without any other distractions. When you do that, after that you will be able to sit down, you will feel good, because it feels like you're getting something done, right? But also it's not something that's mentally taxing. Choose one thing and do it. Don't even think of, oh, I have to do this, then that. Just do one thing at a time. And then just no multitasking, and then after that sit down and relax, and you'll be able to let yourself be still. There are many ways to do this, but these are three ways in which you can kind of bring yourself to a feeling of stillness and pausing. And then while you're in the pause, maybe play some very gentle music, or do some chanting or some meditation. Open the Insight Timer app. I have a lot of meditation recordings on Insight Timer. You can go to Insight Timer and search for Veganosaurus. Install the app and search for Veganosaurus, and you'll be able to find a bunch of my meditation recordings. And one of them is called the Here and Now meditation. It's all about being in the present moment, and it's all about stillness. So maybe play a guided meditation. If you feel like you can't meditate on your own with just some music or with just breathing, then play a guided meditation like this. Listen to it. Um, Become silent. Now, when we meditate, don't do it like it's a task to check off on your list. Instead, use it as a gateway into stillness and silence. So it's not the meditation itself that's the silence. Yes, it will bring you towards stillness, but once the meditation recording is done, you just continue to sit there with your eyes closed, or lie down or whatever with your eyes closed, and just listen to your inner voice and tap into that stillness. Stillness is like a springboard, actually. Now, stillness for its own sake itself is great. You deserve it. We all deserve that. We don't realize this. We keep thinking that no, we need to work, we need to earn our place in this world. But honestly, no, you don't have to constantly be productive or earn your place in the world. Just for being here, for being yourself, you deserve swathes and swathes of stillness and silence and just relaxation. So first of all, for the sake of stillness itself, yes, tap into the stillness, but also say you need to be clear and productive. If you feel like, okay, I need to get stuff done, there's something coming up, or you're right in the middle of a project, then tapping into stillness really helps you, because all the things, your ideas, your thoughts, everything kind of arranges itself in your mind, in your brain, as you're sitting being still. And then from that place of slowing down and the aligned energy, where you're not feeling stressful or anxious, but maybe more like in flow and confident, from that energy, if you start doing your work at all, any kind of work at all, you get a lot more done in a lot more efficient way. Of course, again, I have to insist, no multitasking. You do one work at a time. That is so important. But yes, just doing it after tapping into first that silence and inner peace and stillness helps you just get into the flow of things beautifully. You can even, when I was talking about my Insight Timer, the recordings, the meditation recordings, I even have a Om chanting recording, and you chant Om 21 times at any point, and it's a reset. And if you can't do 21 times, always, be kind to yourself, give yourself grace. It doesn't have to be perfect. Do it 3 times, do it for a minute. That's it. That itself is a reset. So make use of these beautiful tools that you have, where you don't really have to depend on anything external. Just within yourself, your breath, your Om chants, your slowing down, the silence that you can give yourself, doing things to move so that you bring your focus from your mind into your body. These things are so helpful. Make use of these tools often, regularly, throughout the day. I don't even mean daily, but like several times daily is what you need to be using these tools for. And that will make your life so much smoother, simpler, easier, in flow. And then there's a lot you can get done, and you feel good as you do it and as you complete whatever tasks, whatever things you have in your project that you need to do. All right, that's it for today. Thank you so much for listening to the Feel Good Factor. Subscribe to my free newsletter, The Feel Good Tribe, veganosaurus.com/newsletter. Talk to you again next week. Take care. Bye.